And my grinding is now done. As a result, Leo is now level 12. Now you might be asking yourself, hey, now that you're level 12, aren't you way too overpowered for the enemies that you're fighting? The answer to that is no. I'm actually worse off now than I was when I started. Leo can no longer kill the enemies that I was fighting, the Fastitocolins, with just a Renzokuken. That is not a good place for me to be, but as a result, I have gotten quite a few things done, and that should help me become more powerful as we continue on. And it should be pretty easy coasting from this point on. Pretty easy. Let's take a look at the Guardian Forces that I have. Quetzalcoatl has learned quite a few things. I'm working on Mid-Magic Refine right now. That is a very good ability to try to get very early on. He has also learned Thunder Magic Refine, HP Junction, Card, so that we can use a card command. This will actually work very similarly to Morph from Final Fantasy VII. Pretty much if you kill the enemy using this attack or this command, it'll turn them into a card. That's an easy way to get cards if you're struggling with the card game. But really, once you get the Ifrit card, things should be a lot easier for you. Just don't lose the Ifrit card. He has also learned Card Mod, and this is what I really went out of my way to learn. You can refine items from cards. And I have a lot of cards. So I'm going to have a lot of items eventually. We will look into doing that a little bit more later. Shiva has been working on Water and Ice Magic Refine. I did go ahead and learn that. We have also learned Vitality Junction and Spirit plus 20%. This is a passive ability that I didn't bother equipping now that I think about it, but it will raise your spirit by 20%. Now she's learning Spirit plus 40%. So we will get that eventually. That mid-magic, though, that is going to be so good. Ifrit has learned Elemental Defense Junction. I did want at least one of those. And Fire Refine Magic, because this one took so long, he didn't get a chance to learn much more than that. And now he's working on Strength plus 20%. Very close to learning that one as a result. So if we take a look at Leo's setup right now, it's not ideal, but it's pretty damn good. We have junctions all on the left side, so we are raising everything. Not everything is maxed out. I do need more Asunas, but we should be good after that. Let's take a look at what he has over here, which is Thunder and Blizzard. That is quite good. Thunder on attack, Blizzard on defense. I might rearrange those eventually, but I think that's actually going to be a good setup for me. But what I really went out of my way to learn were the abilities here. I went so far out of my way to learn Card Mod, but we will look at the Water and Ice Magic from an item skill right now, the Refine ability here. Now these M-Stone pieces, these are Magic Stone pieces. These will always work for the Refines, and it'll always turn the Magic Stone piece into 5 of the basic spells. So for Ice Magic, that means Blizzards. But really what I'm looking for right now are these fish fins that I've been earning by killing those damn fish. These will refine into 20 water spells, and I don't have any water spells, so let's give 100 of them to each of my characters. This is actually kind of better than a basic spell for Blizzard or anything like that. It's actually kind of like a 1.5 spell in my mind. It's halfway between, you know, basic Blizzards and then the upgraded Blizzard spells that we will learn. We will get to those. But as a result, we are able to get waters, and that's so good. It'll actually go on my attack. Like I said, Magic Stone pieces will always work for Refine, so we can get basic Thunder spells and basic Fire spells. But that's all I can really do right now, unless I use the Card Mod. Card Mod is where you will spend a lot of time. Now, these cards can turn into various things. It depends on the card. It's kind of weird, but it's magic, so don't question it. Here we do have screws. Those are good for upgrading weapons, which we'll go over eventually. It's not that important to deal with that right now, though. We can also turn these guys into M-stone pieces, which is not that great. We can also learn vampire fangs. One of the things that I want to do, and unfortunately I don't have these in order necessarily, is I want to learn, I want to earn myself a mystery fluid, and we'll learn something later because of that. I also want to get one black hole, and once again, unfortunately I don't have these in order. Now, these guys turn into a water crystal, which I actually do want, but I think I actually have something that I'll deal with that a little bit later. None of the rest of these I want right now. Let's see what else I can get. Once again, I don't have these in order, so you have to bear with me just a bit as I look through these. No, none of those. Triface, that is something that I want. This will turn into a curse spike. This will turn into the water crystal, the regular Fastidoculin. That will do it for me. Let's see what else I want here. The Sam 08G, yes, I want one of those. Into the Running Fires. Now, the Abyss Worm. This one I will actually go out of my way to learn more from. I do want as many windmills as I can get. So I will probably be doing more card battling in order to get more windmills and more Abyss Worms. Now, let's see. A lot of these, as you can see, are grayed out. That means I don't have enough to actually do it. So I need 3 Hexadragons in order to get a Red Fang, which is actually something that I do want. I want quite a few of those. So I'll be going out of my way to get those as well. Blitzes, I want to turn into a Dynamo Stone to try to show that off a bit. What else do I want here? Nothing on this page. Ruby Dragons, I'm going to need a lot of these. I do want to turn these into Inferno Fangs eventually. And I do mean eventually. And I have definitely missed a couple. Okay, Behemoths, I will take quite a bit of time to learn those. Where are some of the other things? I know I've missed a few here. There we go. Creeps, I want to turn into a Coral Fragment. Now, where is it? Malboros, I also want to turn into a Malboro Tentacle. That will take some time as well, and I'll have to do that off screen. And finally, did I already get it? No, here we go. The Snow Lion I do want to refine as well, and that's unfortunately all I can do for now, but I will work on that more later. Let's take a look at what I can do with some of these. Let's take a look at the items first, because there are a few items that I would like to use. Some of these teach Quistis blue magic. So let's teach her acid. You get 3 exclamation points for her learning things. Let's teach her degenerator. Level blank death, or level question mark death, I should say. Water crystal teaches her aqua breath. Oh, Gatling gun. That sounds quite good. And the rest of these... Ooh, no, there we go. Coral Fragment does teach her electrocute. She has learned quite a bit of blue magic, and we haven't used any of them yet. These contain wind, apparently. But they have energy in them nonetheless, so let's take a look at what we can learn from them. First off, I want to show off windmills. Windmills turn into tornadoes. Tornadoes are excellent for junctioning to your strength, so I'm going to give them to Leo, and I'm going to go out of my way to earn more of them. Then we will need Thundagas? Is that what I want from them? Yes, it is what I want from the Dynamo Stone. We can get Thundagas, which are the level 2 thunder magics. Do want more of those. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like I have as much as I would like, but I can also get 20 Blizzagas in order to teach those to Leo. Or not teach, but at least give it to him. And unfortunately, no fire. I will have to go and play more cards in order to do that. So let's take a look at what I can do. Let's just automatically junction everything to attack and see those stats just shoot up. quite a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have enough tornadoes right now to overtake water, but as you can see, I got 400 more points of HP as a result of that. More strength, more damn near everything. This is how you completely overlevel yourself in the game. But before I am done, I want to actually go to another town. So I'm going to meet you back on the world map. There is something that I can do to make my job a little bit easier. So I'm going to meet you on the world map. Back on the world map, I want to head to town today. There's one very specific thing I would like to do in town, so let's run along the road so I don't get into any fights along the way. And we can head to town in order to change the rules of the card game. We are going to manipulate this card game like you would not believe, and this will help me in the long run. Well, it'll make things a lot easier for me when it comes to the level card grinding. I don't really want to talk to anybody around here. We will come here more officially later on, and then we can talk to people. This has thunder in it, which I do not care about, because I am already full on thunder. Now, there is one person in particular I want to talk to around here, and that would be you. You are! I am the Queen of Cards. I travel all over the world to monitor and enforce the various card rules. What do you want to know? How are rules passed on? Basically, each region has its own rules. The rules you're carrying are passed on as you travel to various regions. As for the trading rules, they gradually spread out from a region where the card game is most popular. Of course, this region can change constantly depending on your course and actions. Also, my presence in a region can change its trading rules at times. I do want to change the trading rules in particular. So let's challenge her to a card game. Hopefully she will actually play the one that I want. What I'm looking for is trade rule diff. Diff standing for difference. There it is. Now this should be quite easy. She doesn't have very good cards. So let's bust out my best cards. Once again, ignoring Biggs and Wedge, which is actually a good card and I would like to use. She does not have good cards at all, but that's not going to be a problem. Let me play Quistis. Right there, just completely dominate from this point forward. There's nothing you can do. You cannot win. I am better than you, and I know it. I might get like a perfect here, especially when she does shit like that. Let's actually place it right there. She can still overtake that, unfortunately. Oh, I messed that one up. Oh well, I still win. Whatever. 7-3, that's good enough. Because we played with trade rule difference, I can now take 4 cards because 7 minus 3 is 4. Give me 4 cards. That's insane. Okay. Which one of these don't I want? Nah, I don't want the Festidoclin. I guess I'll take the rest. That's good. Sure, I'll take all of these. That's how much better the diff card trading rule is than the one. So much better, especially now that I have good cards. Now, you play cards, don't you? Is it you? No. Yes, he does. So let's take a look and see if the different card trading rule has spread. Please tell me that it has. It hasn't, unfortunately, so I don't really want to do anything with him. I'm going to rinse and repeat this process. I am going to challenge the Queen of Cards to a card game. If she uses difference as the trading rule, I will play it. And then when I win, because she doesn't have very good cards, I will see if it has spread. Once difference has spread throughout the region, I'll let you know. Unfortunately, they don't give you a notification, but I played her, she played diff, beat her, played him, difference yet again, and I won all of his cards actually, so I'm going to assume that difference has spread around the region. Usually they give you some kind of notification for that kind of stuff, but with that done, I am going to go play more cards around Balamb Garden, hoping to get as many of the card modifications that I want to get done done. So that is going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined, as always, by our leveling up squad of Leo. I guess Quist has helped out a bit early on, but not so much lately. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.